Alaska is often imagined as a vast land of glaciers, towering mountains, and wildlife roaming free in the wilderness. But behind all that, there's another side that's just as captivating. It's small towns. Though many are remote, these places hold warmth, cultural uniqueness, and dramatic scenery of their own. In this episode, we're taking you on a journey through the 15 best small towns in Alaska, each with its own story and charm. We promise you'll be amazed by what you're about to discover. Let's start with a town loved by locals. Girdwood is a mountain town known for its ski resort, located just 64 kilometers south of Anchorage along the scenic Turnagain Arm. This arm stretches along the waters of Cook Inlet and is considered one of the most beautiful routes in the state. For those who don't know, Alaska only has 7 ski resorts in the entire state, and Girdwood is its premier ski destination. With a population of nearly 2,000 people, this small town is surrounded by lush coastal rainforest, something most people wouldn't expect to find in Alaska. Interestingly, Girdwood isn't just for winter ski lovers. It's also a haven for hiking and art festivals in the summer. Here, a thriving arts community blends with creative local restaurants, and the cozy small-town feel mixes beautifully with Alaska's wild landscapes. Pretty cool, right? Not far from there is the town of Seward, one of the main gateways to Kenai Fjords National Park. Because of that, the town is almost completely surrounded by mountains. And for that reason, it's hard not to include it in the list of Alaska's best small towns. In the summer months, Seward fills up with tourists from cruise ships that arrive daily. It feels like a direct window into a world of glaciers and marine wildlife. Visitors can hop on boat tours to see whales, sea lions, and even puffins. On land, the Alaska Sea Life Center serves as both an educational hub and a family-friendly attraction. Even though it has a larger population, the town remains charming with its scenic downtown, historic buildings, and colorful murals. If we continue our journey along the Kenai River, we'll reach Cooper Landing. It's a small town located between Seward and Soldotna and often gets overlooked. But there's a reason it made the list. Cooper Landing sits right along the world-famous Kenai River and next to Kenai Lake. The bright turquoise waters of the Kenai River flow right through town, making it a favorite spot for rafting. Certain areas are also well known among anglers, especially for salmon fishing. Many visitors come just to enjoy the peace of sitting by the river, waiting for a fish to bite. Surrounded by green mountains, Cooper Landing feels like the perfect summer getaway, especially with only about 200 people living there. Next, unlike the peaceful Cooper Landing, the town known as Whittier is popular for a very different reason: its uniqueness. What makes it so unique? This town can only be accessed through a single long tunnel that cuts through a mountain. In fact, it's the longest combined vehicle and railroad tunnel in North America. Technically, it can also be reached by cruise ship, since it's a major port. But what's even more surprising about this town is that nearly all of its just over 200 residents live in one big building called Begich Towers. Yes, imagine it. The post office, school, stores, and even apartments, all inside one structure. As strange as it sounds, Whittier offers stunning harbor views. Cruise ships often stop here, bringing visitors who want to see the glaciers in Prince William Sound. From Alaska's most unique town, we move over to Valdez, a port town surrounded by snow-covered mountains. This town is often called Little Switzerland because of its breathtaking scenery. To get here, you'll need to head northeast from Seward, following the highway system out of Anchorage. Don't worry, the trip won't be boring. In fact, you'll see incredible sights along the way, passing waterfalls, mountain valleys, glaciers, and the famous Thompson Pass, the snowiest place in Alaska, with an average of over 500 inches, 13 meters of snow each year. Valdez is also the starting point for tours to Columbia Glacier, one of the most well-known glaciers in Alaska. Even though it's a small town, it has a local brewery, a history museum, and a friendly community that welcomes visitors. On the Kenai Peninsula, there's still one small town that's almost always overlooked. Its name is Soldotna, a laid-back little town. To be honest, it wasn't even planned to be included on this list because it's not particularly exciting. The scenery is average, and it's more often just a stopover, mainly for a meal or a bathroom break. However, people heading toward Homer often realize that this town has a hidden charm. Yes, it's the Kenai River, which runs right through the town, known for its giant salmon. That's the real reason. There's even a wooden boardwalk built along the riverbank, where visitors can fish or just take a relaxing walk while enjoying the view. Life here is simple, but warm and welcoming. On the other hand, if you're looking for a different kind of experience, like a town with a strong sense of art and culture, then Haines should be the first stop on your list. This town sits along the Alaska-Canada Highway, making it easier to reach. Haines is known for its festivals, ranging from visual arts and live music to contemporary performances. But its charm doesn't stop there. The town is also surrounded by pristine wilderness. Bald eagles are often seen soaring overhead, while the mountains and sea provide a stunning backdrop for outdoor activities. Yes, you could say Haines is a great example of how art and nature can beautifully coexist in one small community. Next up, Talkeetna, often called one of the quirkiest towns in Alaska. Located about 115 miles north of Anchorage, or just around a 2-hour drive, this town has one of the most charming downtown areas in the state. The downtown is small and walkable. On clear days, visitors can see Denali's peak in the distance. Talkeetna has a relaxed yet eccentric vibe, with unique little shops, well-known food spots like spinach bread, and a favorite local brewery. More than that, this town is a popular launch point for climbers heading up Denali, but many people come just to enjoy the one-of-a-kind atmosphere. Continuing the journey south, you'll find Homer, a town with many slogans. It's considered the halibut fishing capital of the world, also known as the place where the odds are good, but the goods are odd. Most often, though, it's simply called the end of the road. The reason is simple. Homer sits at the end of the Alaska Highway and is famous for the Homer Spit, a narrow strip of land that juts out into the sea. Here, you'll find a harbor full of fishing boats, art shops, and cafes serving fresh seafood. Homer is also home to many artists, giving the town a strong creative atmosphere, still in the vibe of port towns. And this one's even more remote. There's a place called Seldovia. This small town can only be reached by ferry or small plane from the town of Homer. Because of its hard-to-reach location, Seldovia remains peaceful and far from the crowds. Its population is under 300 people, but it has a very charming boardwalk area and several great hiking trails, especially the Otterbahn Trail, which is a favorite among visitors. And even though the town is tiny, there are a few B&Bs, hotels, and restaurants. FYI, Seldovia used to be a much larger town until the 1964 earthquake. When the 9.4 magnitude quake hit, the ground sank by about 1.2 meters, and high tides flooded many buildings. Part of the town had to be torn down and rebuilt, and that's the Seldovia we see today. For those looking to experience a truly quiet and natural side of Alaska, Seldovia is the perfect choice. Meanwhile, when it comes to quirky towns, it's hard to skip Chicken. The name alone sparks curiosity. Like many towns in Alaska, Chicken was originally founded as a gold mining camp during the gold rush. Chicken technically can't even be called a town because the year-round population is only in the double digits. Still, it stays active with a few small shops, a simple cafe, and of course, the iconic Welcome to Chicken sign, which is a popular photo spot for visitors. There are also a few campgrounds and cabins available for rent, but no hotels. Its uniqueness is exactly what makes Chicken one of Alaska's most iconic quirky stops. On the other hand, there's a small town that feels like it was made for fairy tales, North Pole. True to its name, this town embraces Christmas all year round. There's the Santa Claus house, reindeer, a post office with a special Christmas stamp, and street names themed around winter. Yes, for anyone, kids or adults, a visit to North Pole offers a magical experience. And in winter, there's also a great chance to see the northern lights dancing in the sky. Eagle. If you head back near Anchorage, you might come across Eagle River. It's not just a river, it's a town located not far from the big city center, yet it still maintains the feel of a small community. Surrounded by the spectacular Chugach Mountains, Eagle River is a gateway to popular hiking trails like Crow Pass. Even though it's close to Anchorage, the residents here still enjoy a strong connection to nature. It's perfect for those who want to experience the best of both worlds, modern comforts and Alaska's natural beauty. Not far from Eagle River, just a bit further north, you'll find Palmer. This town sits in a wide valley surrounded by massive mountains and carries the charm of an old mining town. Its downtown has an Old West feel, complete with local shops selling made-in-Alaska products. You could spend half a day exploring those stores, stopping by Vagabonds for a delicious lunch and coffee, or relaxing on the spacious patio at Palmer Ale House. Palmer is also known for its fertile farmlands, a result of a past agricultural colonization program. Nearby Hatcher Pass adds even more natural appeal, with hiking trails, wildflower meadows, and stunning mountain views. And finally, we arrive at a town called Hope. It's not just a name, it's a small historic town located on the edge of Turnagain Arm. Hope was once a bustling gold mining town in the late 19th century. Now, it's transformed into a tiny town with a nostalgic atmosphere. Many historic buildings still stand, giving a glimpse into Alaska's past. The nearby river is popular for panning gold, whitewater rafting, and fishing. Though small, Hope offers big appeal for those looking for an authentic Alaska experience. And that wraps up the 15 best small towns in Alaska, each with its own unique character. Some are artistic, some are quirky, and some are peaceful. From mountains to coastlines, from a town where everyone lives in one building to a place with year-round Christmas spirit, Alaska truly offers something different. If you had the chance to visit, which small town would you want to see first? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss more amazing stories. See you in the next adventure.